Do you overeat at Christmas? Do you do all the kind of crazy stuff that the rest of us do?
I always fall off the sugar wagon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm terrible. It's like, it's ugly. It gets ugly.
Well, I suppose when you've been sugar-free...
Yes, and also I think, you know, let's not forget, I am a recovering addict, so I don't take one of anything. Like, when I start the sweets, I am off, and it becomes ugly. But I always think, I'm always a bit kind of... I don't want New Year's resolutions to be a thing of punishment.
But they are often, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think people say, well, I'm definitely not doing this year. I always think that the new year is a really great opportunity to get your... Do you remember Etch-a-Sketches?
Yeah.
To turn it upside down, to give it a really good
start
shape.
all over again.
Look at it, and it's a clean slate.
So it's like physicality or training reinvented for you. You're finding a new way or different way of doing the same sort of things, and this time for you, it's...
Yeah.
Bit of boxing.
Well, you know, boxing, I think, is a really fun way to exercise. And what I love, Sarah Gorman is the lady that I make the DVDs with. She has years and years' worth of experience. She teaches amazing classes. Literally got a little bit of a crush on her. She is so good. I leave her classes. I go to her class, I'm a bit like, oh, God, I don't want to go. And I leave like, I could do another class. Like, I'm so invigorated because she does them all to music. And the music's always great, and you feel like you're having a bit of a dance. And boxing...
Is this the first time on your DVDs? Is it 15th?
Yeah, do you know, somebody said that to me yesterday, it's your 15th. I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
Have you no, we've counted. It is your 15th.
But listen, you are a fantastic advert for what you... I wouldn't say preach, but what you advocate.
Yeah.
How many times a week do you exercise?
So, realistically, I exercise maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and people are often surprised by that. I think they think
I was gonna say,
I must
every day.
be going every day. I don't. But I will do, because I'm only going 3 or 4 times a week, I will do an hour at a time, and it will be quite hardcore.
Yeah.
But, you know, would I want to do more? People are always like, oh, are you addicted to exercise? I mean, I can think of worse things to be addicted to. If I could, I would go 5 or 6 days.
Do you know what I like about you?
Feel
you know what I like about you? I follow you...
Everything, Eamonn, everything.
I follow you on social media, and the world becomes a smaller place because I know what's going on in your life.
It's funny, isn't it?
You know what's going on in my life and all that sort of thing. But you take how do I say this?
Business?
Business from critics, people who have an opinion on you. Oh, you do far too much. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you're too thin, is that favourite?
Yeah.
But the thing about you is you just pow back to them.
Well, I love the fact that you did that, the pow, the boxing thing, Eamonn. No, I do. And I guess I find it really hard to sit back. What I love about social media is that it is a way to respond. You can respond to things
You've got a voice.
in your own way. You've got a voice. So that's quite interesting. And I always think that that's a good thing. And it's also a bad thing. There are times when I think I want to respond and I'm not going to. And that's quite hard as well. I sort of have to, like, sit on my hands and think,
and do a bit of power boxing.
When you respond, it kind of fuels the fire.
It does, and then it
it
becomes a whole thing, and then I didn't really mean it to become a thing.
Yeah.
But I do think it's ridiculous sometimes. I posted something of me colouring my hair at home, and this whole, like, massive tirade of people saying that I was putting hairdressers out of business by using home hair colour. I was like, listen, literally, my 2 daughters and my son are keeping the hairdressing industry in business. You know, I go to the high street to get their hair cut all the time, but, like, yes, I do colour my hair at home. I'm sorry, I have to do it every 2 weeks. I'm not going to go. And then I was like...
But do you worry, because you do... I said you are such a great advert for what you do and you look great and things, that then you become the role model. People put you on that pedestal of the role model, whether you want that title or not.
Yeah.
And then when you do something like post your bikini pictures and they go, oh, no, you're a bad role model now because you're too thin.
I mean, I don't care what other people say about that, because I think if I believed I was a bad role model, I wouldn't do what I was doing. I'd try and sort of change it and become a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody's going to have an opinion. I try not to kind of read it too much. I just think I'm going to post this because I'm 51. I feel in good shape. And I know from looking at other people's Instagram stories, I follow people to be inspired. I don't follow people to troll them.
Which we were
I
talking
follow
about
people and I
yesterday,
think,
actually.
I love, you've got Joe Wicks on today. Love Joe Wicks, follow him. Love his quick sort of recipes that he does online. Often think, that's inspiring, I'm going to go and try that. I follow
What
people
I always say, Davina, is
to get
you
ideas.
be you and I'll be me.
Yes,
That's really
Eamonn.
what I think.
Spot on.
Yeah, except what I wouldn't do is when I looked at you on Instagram on New Year's Day,
You commented on that.
you had this great idea of going in with a group of friends from the night before New Year's Eve. You
all
thought,
agreed
let's
after a few
all
drinks,
go into the
probably.
North Sea. Let's all go into the sea.
And they were like, yeah, we'll do it, we'll be there.
But there's only two people in this picture.
No, and
Tell us the story.
Bless him. So we all said, yeah, we'll all be there. 11 o'clock. I was really excited. Went down with my best friend who she said, I'm not getting in. We turn up and then, bless him, a 14-year-old boy who's the son of somebody I know, but not a great friend. I didn't know him at all. He turned up on his own. 14-year-old boy and a 50-year-old woman in some sort of like weird wetsuit thing. Bless him. He was a bit like, oh, hi. Oh, don't know. What do I do? And he came in with me.
Now,
and
how
was so
cold was
brave.
that? Can you
It was-
describe the cold?
It hurt. It hurt my hands. And we swam out. We actually did swim. And then I turned around and I thought, actually, we're quite a long way from the shore. Quick, get back. And it felt a bit life and death. Like, when you're thinking, oh, my God, I've got to get back. And it took us a while to get back because the tide was going out. Anyway, we got back and we were freezing cold. And I love it because he somehow, I'm not quite sure how it happened, but he became YouTuber Ned. Because he's only 14. I was like, God, it makes you sound quite old. You're going to become my mystery man. This is going to be amazing. Davina and mystery man go for dip on New Year's Day.
Do you have a mystery man?
I don't have a mystery man.
Would you like a mystery man?
Well, Ned's a bit too young for me, I've got to say. Yeah.
OK. What I did notice, though, when I turned 50, everything went downhill. You lose your hearing, your eyesight, your hair, goodness knows what.
Only if you let
it's
it.
honest. No, it gets harder, is what I'm trying to say.
Does get harder.
What would you say, because you're staying on today for our phone-in, which is great, to give people advice about getting motivated and doing something. I did find it harder after 50.
Did you find it
You
after
found
50
with
last
power
year?
boxing and toning coming together, you're thinking, this power boxing is what I've found.
It's empowering, I think, especially for women and for men. Often, I think the DVDs are great for people who maybe don't have confidence to go to a gym. They want to maybe work out at home before they try out a class. There are so many boxing classes and you think, I don't know the moves, I'm going to look like an idiot.
Even what to wear, people worry about, don't they?
Like, what do you wear? I'm going to look
Can
like
you show us, if we were doing like a boxing routine, you and me?
Well, I think
how-
people...
This could get messy.
Just come out here.
Oh, God, I just want to hug
Feel
you,
free to
actually.
punch
Forget
him.
the boxing, Eamonn.
What-
Like, just give me a cuddle. I'll take
I
that.
could be the mystery man.
No, just
Do you know what
punch him.
people don't do? What
What?
people don't do is they don't punch properly.
Do they not? What?
Well, women don't. You probably do. You might have, like, look, yeah, you see, that's good. Yes, you see, you deliver.
Do you do it to the Rocky music?
Yeah. Oh, my God, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Come on. Hang on. We've got to go running, Eamonn. We've got to go running.
that
All
bit.
hands
Do the
on
running
deck.
bit.
Come on.
That'll get me.
Come on! Adrian! Eamonn!
So,
Gonna jump open.
that's a taste of things to come in the phone-in today.
Oh,
so
my God.
if you're having difficulty
exhaust me
motivating
just watching that.
yourself,
I'm just
finding
sitting here.
exercise fun, Davina will help you do that. Is it by 11 feet? I've lost my earpiece. Oh, there it is now.
But
Alex,
also,
give us
it
that
is nice
earpiece,
to
son.
talk about getting motivated, because there'll be a lot of people that are
Thank
going,
you
I
very much.
need to get started.
I've got lots and lots
yeah.
and lots of help and ideas that I can give people to get motivated on how to start
Good.
that fitness
Getting
journey.
started.
And I think the big thing is set yourself goals that are tiny, and there are goals that you can keep going, not stopping at February, which is generally what people do. Because if you keep going through the year, even if you just keep it trickling through, it won't be such an arduous task when you get to January again. And it makes you feel good. I mean, I feel good, like energised.
You look good.
And fit and strong.
Guys.
Yeah.
Good, that's good.